In a recent video on making interesting drums on the OPZ, we were very excited about making a 2-bar pattern using highfalutin step components. We've put a link to that video in the description. This is going to be part of an irregular series where we compare different devices. We're going to redo this pattern on the Digitakt, and as it supports 2 or 4-bar patterns directly, we won't need any step components, or trig conditions as they're known in Digitakt land, to artificially lengthen the pattern in this example. I'm going to be saying the word step component a lot less in this video. Okay, let's get started. Firstly, we need to set the tempo to 95. And we're going to put the ride symbol on track 8. The default is a bit meh, but we found one that we did like in the factory sounds. This goes on steps 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 15. And the crash symbol goes on step 16. Note that the tracks on Digitakt are monophonic, but you can have a different sound on each step. So we might consider putting the crash symbol on the same track as the ride symbol. However, if we do that, then the ride symbol on step 2 will cut off the crash symbol, which is not what we want. Drum tracks on the OPZ are polyphonic and can play 2 sounds at a time. So on that device, I was able to put the ride symbol and the crash symbol on the same track. On the Digitakt, I'll put the crash onto track 7 on its own. Combining sounds onto the minimal number of tracks is left as an exercise for the reader, or in this case the watcher. I'll add the snare now on beats 2 and 4 with a slightly quieter hit on the step before beat 4 for reasons which should become clear shortly. This is the quieter one. I'll mute the snare track for now. The pattern is set to 1 bar or 16 steps at the moment, so I expand it to 2 bars and that duplicates all of the triggers I have already entered, which is nice. And that goes for the snare drum too. Step 8 and 9 should only be present in the second bar, so let's remove them from the first bar. Now for the pitch changes. Step 5 is up, 7 is down, and 8 is up. Actually, it wasn't 9, that was up. And 7 is down. And step 9 has a reduced velocity. And this is the result. bug on the OPZ made it so that the first bar had a pitch bending symbol on one of the steps. I could mimic the effect using an LFO on the Digitakt, but I'll skip that for now. Please let us know if you want us to demonstrate how to do that. The ratcheted hi-hats go on steps 3, 4 and 6. That's a nice hi-hat. 3, 4 and 6, but on page 2. Let's add the ratchet now. Length is 1 step. And the rate is 1/32, so that we get 2 ratchets. There we go, I'll copy and paste this. And let's unmute the snare track. And the final snare hit in the second bar had what we called an explosion. So let's add that. We need to tweak the delay parameters. I'll keep that. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.